Good morning, you guys. It's so great to be with you here on this Sunday. Um, I absolutely love being with you here. I miss you guys a lot. My Sundays really haven't been the same without you, and so hopefully I can start being a new face here that you can see on Sunday mornings. So I'm so excited to be talking to you today about a little bit about the story that we're going to be going through, and of course our theme, which throughout this whole month has been upside down. That Jesus changed everything when he died for us on the cross. And we are just so thankful for that. And I am so thankful, just like him, to be here with you. So let's take a look at the story today. This is coming to us from the book of Philippians, which the Apostle Paul wrote to the church in Philippi, which is why it's called Philippians. It's the letter to the Philippians. So we're going to be looking at chapter 2, just one small verse, verse 3 here. It says, "Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves." So that was a lot of some crazy words there, but really what the verse is getting down to is don't do anything to get ahead of anybody else, but instead do everything that you can to serve others, because that's exactly what Jesus did for us on that Sunday last week, which I hope you guys absolutely loved, because it's one of my favorite Sundays of any of the Sundays. It's Resurrection Sunday, and it's Easter. How can you not have fun at Easter? So just like what Jesus did on the cross, he came down from the right hand of God. He was right up there with him, and he came down to sit with us and to be able to, have a meal with the disciples and to be able to teach. He shared his own knowledge with the disciples as a human here on earth, when he could have been up there, hanging in heaven, partying it up, but he came down here to hang out with us, and I think that's super cool. So in that exact same way that Jesus humbled himself, we can think of ways to humble ourselves in anything that we do. So think about a couple things that you do while you're at home. You can think about maybe if you're sitting on the couch watching some TV and your mom asks you if you've got all your homework done, but you still have just a little bit left, but there's only 5 minutes left in your show. So you wait and finish that show, and then another one comes on. I'm sure you guys all know how that is. Just one more level, just 5 more minutes. But soon an hour goes by, and you still haven't done all of your homework. Or maybe you guys got some candy for Easter. That's a pretty common thing that happens. And, you're munching down on some candy, and one of your brothers or sisters comes up and takes a piece out of your basket. Well, the way that you can handle both those situations is by being humble. You can maybe finish your episode, or you can just stop right where you're at and say, "Yes, Mom, I'll go do my homework right now." Or you can say, "Sure, little bro or little sis, go ahead, grab a little piece of candy for you. I am totally there for you." And that's just it. That's the entire deal of humility. But you know what? There's one thing that we can always be humble about, but we can still party. You know what it is? It's time. It's time for the So-and-So Show!
Well, of all the wonderful things he could have... Hey, why did you get me a present, which is something I'm sure I'm gonna like?
Because you keep doing things to deserve it.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Oh, yeah? Well, there's more where that came from. You're funny.
Oh, thank you.
You're nice.
I appreciate
and
that.
And you are a good person.
So are you!
I know you really mean that.
You know what? You're always here by my side, and I never get sick of you.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Read my lips! You're the nicest friend a guy could have!
You know what? You know what? Just open that. Open it. I want to see the look on your face.
Okay, I will!
Open it!
Oh, you got me a new game system before you bought yourself one. That's so touching.
I'm so glad you like it.
You want to play it?
I would love to. This is awesome.
I know! Hello, all you beautiful people out there. I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and you're watching
The So-and-So Show.
I don't know if you folks out there know this, but John and I each take turns deciding what we want to do on the show each week.
Yeah. Every other week, I plan stuff, and every other week, Brandon plans stuff.
All right, and this week is
My week! Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
What?
And today I have planned a show that's all about diving deep into our soul.
Oh, that's great.
A
But
show about discovering life-changing truths.
Yeah, again,
But
but-
first, let's play a meaningless game.
what?
Meaningless game.
John, you can't do a meaningless game because this week
Oh,
is
okay, fine. Then it's time for a meaningful game.
Okay, let's play your game. I'm sure it'll be great.
Why, thank you, friend. You know what? I'll say the same thing when it's your turn to play a game next week.
Actually, now that you mentioned
Let's go play!
All right, what's this meaningful game?
It's a game called Flip It.
Flip it.
How many times are we going to do that?
How many times?
As many as John wants.
As many as I want.
I'm sorry I asked.
No problem.
Let's play.
Okay, great. Underneath each of these cloths is an item that has been flipped upside down. All you have to do is identify what it is.
Oh, am I the only one playing?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's my day to make the show, and what I says is. Don't want you cheating either, so blindfold
Okay.
on. Boom.
I'm not going to cheat. I would close my
You're not
eyes.
gonna cheat? Okay. Here is your first item.
Right there. What is that? It's like an octopus tentacle. Oh, wait. No, I know what it is. Is it a bath mat?
Yes!
Yeah.
Very good. Great job. On to
Okay.
our next one.
On to our next one. I
All right,
really
here we
don't
go.
want to do this.
No. It's my day.
I
You have
know
to play.
it. Fine, okay. I'm doing it.
Blah. Here we go. Right there.
Gross. Is this going to make me sick touching it? What are you doing? I don't know what it is. It's like an elephant eye or
Oh,
something?
no, that'd be gross. But that would be really cool, though.
It's kinda- Is it like a mushroom?
Oh, yes! Absolutely, you got it. Good job. All
Stalk
right.
has been cut off.
Okay, one more.
Okay, okay.
All right, I'm going to bring it over here.
All right, do
you
we-
ready
do
for
we
this?
have to keep doing
Yeah,
this?
No.
Is this the last one?
My day. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay. It's yuck. It's a wet sponge. It's not? Feels like
No.
Oh, gross. What was that? Something. Can I?
Sure, if you want. Ugh.
Is a pineapple upside down cake?
Oh, wrong! It's an upside down pineapple upside down cake. Get it? Or maybe we should call it a pineapple right side up cake.
Game over.
Hey, I'm getting the feeling that you're a little grumpy.
No, I'm not. I just don't understand how that game was supposed to be meaningful.
Okay, well, I wouldn't be this grumpy if it were your week to plan stuff. so-
Yeah, about that. It's not actually.
Oh, hey, I almost forgot. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, my friends? How's it going?
Couldn't be better, Kellen. Although, just between the two of us, Brandon is a little grumpy.
It's not between the two of you if I can hear you.
See what I mean?
I can still hear you.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Hey, Kellen, what do you got for us today?
An app.
Oh, like for our phones?
Yup, and it's called.
Humble pie.
That never gets old.
No?
This app is going to help me tell today's Bible story, along with you guys,
You want us to download the app?
if you would.
Oh, done.
Okay.
Yeah, but you good?
Almost got it. Just gotta. Loading. Got it.
Okay, open them up and watch what happens.
Okay.
Wow! This is really cool, Kellen. Hey, I can see Brandon. Hey, Brandon. It's like you're sitting next to me.
How do we play, Kellen?
Actually, before we play, check this out. Excuse me, gents. The Apostle Paul wrote a bunch of letters in what we call the book of Philippians. Paul wrote this: "Don't do anything only to get ahead. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. As you deal with one another, you should think and act as Jesus did." And how did Jesus act? Let's continue. Baboom! In his very nature, he was God. But Jesus didn't take advantage of that fact. Instead, he made himself nothing. He did this by taking on the nature of a servant. He was humble and obeyed God completely. He did this even though it led to his death. Even worse, he died on the cross. Are you still there, fellas?
Yep.
You betcha. Why do I look like a bunny rabbit?
You have a filter on.
I have a what?
You have a
Filter?
filter on here, right here.
Huh. All right. I don't know how that happened. Continue, Kellen.
Great. Here's how you play. For each scenario I give you, you have to decide if you're going to put yourself first or if you're going to be humble. Simple, right?
Sure, but I don't think either of us will pick what's selfish.
Good point. Maybe one of you should volunteer as the non-humble player.
Sure, I'll help you out, Kellen.
Perfect. All right, here we go. First scenario. You're running late for work. On your way, you see a lady drop her groceries. Do you stop to help her?
Yes.
I'll say no.
Humble pie.
What happened? Where did that pie come from?
I forgot to mention in this app, it involves virtual reality.
Virtual? Look at my face! Wait, is this a filter? No!
Second scenario. You had plans to see the new superhero movie, but a friend needs your help instead. Do you help him?
Yes.
How about you?
No.
Humble pie.
Come on!
Hey, you gotta eat the humble pie when you don't put others first, Brando.
True. Although, I must say, he's being pretty humble already.
How's that?
Well, he's letting himself get hit in the face with a pie when you know it's his week.
What are you talking about?
Well, this is his week to plan the show, right?
No. Wait. No? Are you sure? Is that true?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something to me? If you would have said something, I would have listened.
Well, I tried, but every
Are
time...
we gonna finish this game or what?
I mean, well,
Third scenario.
okay.
Go ahead.
You want to watch soccer on TV, but your little sister really wants to watch cartoons. Do you let her watch?
Yes. Say no. Say no.
Fine. No.
Humble pie.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
No, that's not bad.
Well, I'm not sure who won the game, but I think the point's the same. Jesus put people first. He gave his life for us. We should do our best to think and act like Jesus did, even if that means every once in a while giving up what we want or what we think we deserve. And even if it means taking the occasional pie to the face. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kellen.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Anytime. I'll see you guys around.
Bye, man. You know, these towels never fail.
I know. And they don't stain.
So, dude, I can't believe you just gave up a show that was rightfully yours and just let me ramble on like that.
Yeah,
You would never use so many graphics.
never.
Never.
Well, maybe just one more.
What?
Reveal the question! What keeps you from putting others first?
Well, you could be easily distracted. Like, has that mannequin always been over there?
Talk about it with each other? What keeps you from putting others first?
Oh, man, I feel so bad.
Don't
about
beat
all
yourself up. Hey, maybe you can make it up to me by letting me plan the next 2 shows in a row.
this. Deal!
Thank you. Until next time, I'm Brandon,
And I think that mannequin is getting closer.
and we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. I think it's time to change my mind from only thinking me, myself, and I, laying down my pride. Gonna put somebody else at number 1 this time. Don't wanna be in a world where it's all about me. I'll take second to whoever is around me. I'm giving up my number 1 position. So we all belong at number 1 together. Laying down myself, shine the light on someone else. I'm giving it all for you. 'Cause we all belong at number 1 together. Here we go. Come on. We can change the world when we learn to share and put each other first. So I put aside myself, making less of me and more of someone else. Don't wanna be in a world where it's all about me. I'll take second to whoever is around me. I'm giving up my number 1 position. So we all belong at number 1 together. Laying down myself, shine the light on someone else. I'm giving it all for you. 'Cause we all belong at number 1 together. Humility is less of me, giving more for anyone around me. Humility is less of me, giving more for anyone around me. Humility is less of me, giving more